Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we are here with the second updated version with, after the ban list, I have to say in this case, because we're talking about, as you may have seen from the thumbnail, about blue eyes. So this actually updated version was so much needed because not only of the ban list but for the extra slots and the extra monster zone, so we had to take care of this. And stay tuned, especially for the replays, guys, because you're gonna see some amazing play right there. And of course, guys, before jumping right into it, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with, of course, Zero Kaiba from DSOD World and his Ultimate Dragons. Really quickly, for the whole who do not remember what it does, basically when starting from your second turn, if you have a couple of blue eyes in your hand, you can reveal them and add the polymerization from outside of your deck. And also your extra deck will be, you start actually the duel with the Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So +3 in your extra deck, pretty nice. So this is how the deck looks like. Many of you could be actually a little bit disappointed of me playing the Monster Reborn and actually not playing the Melody Awakening Dragon, but I just felt like it was not the card that I wanted to play. So I don't know, I just felt like I had no room. I mean, you can simply have that, of course, you can add your Melody Awakening Dragon. I just wanted to keep it like this. And so this is actually pretty similar, actually almost identical to the previous version, but what changed is the extra deck, of course, and thanks to the extra deck, to the extra monster zone, also the way you can play this. But let's see, we have, of course, the Blue Eyes Alternate White Dragon, a free special summon, free pop, triple stone, the classic one, and double stone the other one. Of course, guys, if you have the Sage, definitely play the Sage, triple Sage instead of the Stone of Legend. Even if, I have to be honest, sometimes this, actually the fact that you can add the Blue Eyes when this card is sent to the graveyard can be a really nice combination with Ancient Rules, of course, if you have Ancient Rules already in your hand. Then we have one copy of the Dragon Spirit of White, one copy is enough, triple Blue Eyes, mandatory. Monster Reborn is just so good, even in this deck. I mean, it is good in any deck, but in this one, you can actually feel it even more. Triple Cards of Consonance to draw power, Dragon Ravine, such a booster for this deck. It makes actually, you can mill from your deck, it's just really, really good. The double Ancient Rules 3 were just a little bit too much, to be honest. And that's why I dropped one to play 2. And best card ever, Ruins of the Divine Dragonlords. You're gonna see some crazy stuff right there with this during the duels. I mean, I negated so much stuff in one turn that I ever did in the whole period that I'm playing Duel Links. Just in these duels you're about to see. And this card is just so crazy because thanks ACCEL, especially thanks to Dragon Ravine, it is so easy to send a stone to the graveyard and then consequentially to have a Blue Eyes on the field. This card, whenever you draw it, is always a good draw. Because remember, guys, this card, as long as you have a Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field, actually a dragon of level 8 or 7, so even if you have this or this on the field, any of you, so both for you and your opponents, if a monster is special summoned except from the graveyard, he has its effect negated. So first turn it is summoned, in the turn it is summoned, he has its effect negated. He can activate those. So you will see, little spoiler, a guy that actually went all the way with all the Galaxy package. So he summons the Cypher, then he summoned the other one, and then the other one again, all negated because I had this. So it is such a good card, to be honest. And you're gonna see some crazy play because this card, you can send one, you can use the second effect that says you can send one other face-up card you control to the graveyard, special summon a token level 1. So you're gonna see some play with Formula Synchron, the token, and also Trishula. Yes, I summoned Trishula with this deck. So actually it is pretty good, it is just easy. If I had something to change, to be honest, the only card that I really felt like it was not needed, it was the Croco Dragon, because if I had to choose, I will always go for Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, especially now that the Azurize is free. So definitely the Ravenous Croco Dragon is not something, you know, that you really feel like playing. And I also thought about playing the normal Trishula, so that if we summon the Zero Dragon, we can summon the other one with the effect of the Zero one. So it can be actually a really nice addition. Actually we can't, because we have the Monster Reborn, so never mind. I mean, you can play any instead of this, because you're always gonna go with the Dragon Mech or the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. So that's it. And guys, that was all for the explanation. Stay tuned for the replays and we can jump right into them. Here we go, my boys. First replay against Leo. Let's see what we have. So these duels were all from Legend rank 1 and 2, and except for only one, the one against Salburner, I guess he was in the current event, so you're gonna see the boost from the skill of the event. So it is Leo to start with. Noble Knights, pretty nice. So he has the full convoys, you can see right there, Caliburn equipped to the boards, summoned from the deck with the effect of mid-draw. So he has the effect running out, of course, so he chooses 3, he gets the Queen of the Noble Arms to equip. So it's us to go now. Cards of Countenance, draw 2. As you can see, we draw a couple of non-needed cards. We have the Blue Eyes White Dragon to begin with, and then Double Ruins. Why Double Ruins, guys? Because I was afraid he had something, maybe a Typhoon to get rid of one, and just because it is so good, especially for next turn, because he's going to synchro to Exceed summon and do a lot of stuff. Everything he summons, everything he special summons will have his effect negated, as you're going to see in a minute. So I popped boards, of course, because I didn't want him to bring the effect out, and then the Spirit of White to get rid of the Queen of Noble Arms, because with that he can actually pop my monsters just by attacking into them, so without performing damage calculation. Then no problem, my Dragon Spirit of White effect does not get negated, because for the chain, actually, for the chain stuff. So keep in mind, actually, these cards are a little bit tricky, because they cannot negate the effect of monsters that activate on summon, because of the chain link, you know. So Caliburn to begin with, he gains some life points, then the effect of mid-draw. Boards gets special summoned, but of course he gets his effect negated. So even if he equips his board, he can't use his effect. So he went for the Xyz summon of Kistanin, but of course negated that as well. Everything is gonna be negated. So he tried his effect anyway, but of course it's negated. Then he's got the Merlin. It is a normal summon, that's why it is non-negated. But this guy is negated as well, because he was special summoned. That's just so easy. Then he has the effect of the Trap from the Graveyard to summon Dristan, but Dristan gets negated as well. So it's just, you know, an endless loop, my boys. Glory of the Noble Knights to keep that, and he just attacked. That's fine. I still have, you know, my Spirit of White. Now the card gets equipped to Dristan, but guess what? The effect is negated. So now it's us to go. The White Son of Ancients to recycle the Blue Eyes, so we can use actually the skill. But first I went into Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon to negate the effect from the graveyard. What do you want to negate right here? You want to negate the effect of Kistanin, because when it's destroyed, he gets a special summon a Noble Knight from his extra deck, and you do not want that to happen. So Polymerization into the Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, and at this point we can attack twice. First into Dristan, and then the Galadin into his Kistanin. That was a mistake, actually. I could have left him with less life points, because I should have attacked the Kistanin first. I mean, it happens. Kistanin's a fact, but of course Blue Eye Spirit Dragon says no thank you. And now we can just attack directly. He's got the Anti-Noble Arms on either once again. He made a cool move, because now this guy is negated, but just for this turn. As soon as I end the turn, he won't have his effect negated. And face the Stone from the Graveyard, let me special summon another Blue Eyes White Dragon. Actually, he could have been negated, because I didn't control Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field. Keep in mind that he's only for level 7 and 8, and this guy are not. So he's got the effect of the Noble Knights Brothers to draw an extra card. Then he went with a couple of sets. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon in the end phase to go into Azurize. Now these guys are untargetable. And we don't care about the effect of the Ruins, because these activates on summon. And then we have the Azurize effect to summon the Spirit of White to target the set card. It was a Comma Cut. That's fine. Then blue eyes, then the stone to recycle another blue eyes to my hand. At this point I went with the Vermilion Dragon Mech to get rid of the other set card, as you can see right there, and then I just started attacking. He's got nothing else to protect with, so that's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Second duel, my boys. This was my third win in a row. We have Shooting Star Road. And let's see, it's him to begin. He went with tuning, of course, grabbing his junk synchron from his deck. Not a good mill. He's got, of course, we can just speed this thing up all the way. Junk warrior, junk converter, status. But wait, what? Why? I don't know why he did that. But there you go. Just status dragon with no skill. I don't know why. That's fine. I've got the Dragon Vines to begin with, and I sent the first stone, and you're gonna ask, why did you not discard this? You're gonna see it in a minute. So, Ruins of the Dragon to begin with. Now that we use the effect of Dragon Ravine, we're good. We can just send that to the graveyard with the second effect of the Ruins to special summon a token. Then we normal summon the stone, so go into the Secret Summon Formula Synchron. Then we draw a card. Actually not a good draw, but that's fine. We can use the effect, as you can see right there. It's got the Typhoon on that. I mean, that's fine. But look at this. If we didn't have the Typhoon, what would have happened is that we could have had a Trishula 0 during our opponent's turn, because we would have had the Formula Synchron level 2, the token with this card that is level 1, and then in the end phase, as you are going to see, we're going to summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon. So we had 11, and we will have summoned a Trishula 0 during our opponent's turn. That would have been even crazier. Double Blue Eyes, as you can see right there. That's fine. He's got the effect finally. Now he went straight away into Shooting Star Dragon, but guess what? Negated. So you can't use the effect. He tried anyway, of course negated. Then he's got the Hyper Synchron. I used, as soon as he was about to enter the battle, to finish the battle phase, I went with the Formula Synchron's effect to go into a Shinto Sky Dragon. So just in case he attacks, I can special summon my guys back. So what's the good about this? It's not the fact that he gains 800 attack for each card in your hand, because with Blue Eyes you're always gonna have no cards in your hand. But the second effect is that if this card is destroyed by card effect or by battle and sent to the graveyard, if all the monsters that were used for the Synchro Summon are there, you can special summon them back, but with their effects negated. That's fine. So I went with that, and the effect is negated, but we don't care because, I mean, we have no cards in our hand. He just decided to attack only the Blue Eyes, unfortunately. We have the stone effect to recycle the Blue Eyes, then we went with the Ravine to send another stone, because we want to keep a Blue Eyes on the field. I went with the, actually a level 8 dragon. I went with the Spirit of White to target the back row that was a Fiendish Chain. Actually, it is fine. Because of course we wanted to trick that, you know. It's got the effect of Shooting Star Dragon, but this time of course it works, and he got two attacks only, actually enough to be trouble right there, because he attacked the Shinto Sky Dragon. So I get to summon both the Formula Synchron and the Blue Eyes again on the field. Unfortunately, he could take care of my Formula Synchron with Hyper Synchron. That is enough attack. That was unfortunate, but Destiny Draw, Monster Reborn. So we have first Ruins of the Dragon Lord, sending the Dragon Ravine to summon the token level 1, then Monster Reborn into Formula Synchron, and then ACCEL Synchro, actually no, Synchro Summon, normal Synchro Summon into Trishula 0, banish, 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 all of them. Then we're not done yet, recycling a Blue Eyes to our hand, just attacking at this point. He's got nothing else. That's how you end an epic duel. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. This was the third one, I guess. So, Neospace was kinda tricky to see, but look at these. First turn, Neos Fusion, sending it back on Saber, so keep in mind that. And then he's got Negril Valley, we're not done yet. First favorite hero, second favorite hero, are you kidding me? So we have the cards of constants to begin with, so we have to deal with that stuff. But actually the solution is quite simple. It's just summoning a Blue Eye Spirit Dragon Spirit of White to banish that. So we grabbed Blue Eyes, then Dragon Ravine, discarding the cards of Consonant to send the stone to the graveyard, then the Ruins of the Dragon Lord, the stone in the end phase to go into Dragon Spirit of White, banishing the Negril Valley, and as I predicted, he has no more field spell in his deck. So just started attacking. At this point, I can just go with the effect to summon a Blue Eyes, and he can't do nothing. So then Ancient Rules to go into the Blue Eyes White Dragon, the second one in my hand. Then Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, and the stone sent to the graveyard, actually, thanks to the Synchro summon into Formula Synchro, as you can see right there. Then Formula Synchro to draw another card, and here, guys, I made oh no, I don't think I made a mistake. Yes, I did. I made another mistake, because what could I have done is I should have played this other one, use the effect of this other one, sending this to the graveyard to summon another token, so that in the next turn I could have summoned TRISHULA 0 again in my opponent's turn. So keep in mind, as you can see right there, it is pretty easy to summon TRISHULA 0 during our opponent's turn with Formula Synchron. So keep in mind that. As you can see, Blue Eyes is here, so if we would have had this card here and, you know, use the effect with the token, it would have been pretty nice to summon the TRISHULA 0 once again. Anyway, as soon as his turn started, he just scoped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. This is the fourth one. We have this is the duel I was talking about before. So this was from the current event. It's us to begin, cards of consonants, draw 2, then the stone, ancient rules to go into Blue Eyes White Dragon, of course to go into the first turn. As you can see right there, guys, you never want to go into the Croco Dragon. You always go into the Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, because he is the best choice, simply. There's no other reason. And so we're pretty good at this point, because we can just, you know, tag out and summon the Azure. It's got Salamangreat, and let's see what we have. So as you can see, actually the Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon is a very good card against Salamangreat with all the effects they have from the graveyard. So keep in mind that also they cannot deal with these big boys, because they only have Italio to reduce the attack. So keep in mind that they have to rely on the stables. So it's got the whole combo right there, the Gazelle right there to special summon the summon of Balonix, then sending a card to the graveyard with the effect of Balonix and adding the field spell to his hand. So then he used the effect of Sanctuary to summon the Sunlight Wolf, triggering the Roar from his graveyard, as you can see right there. But I negated that with the effect of my Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. He managed to set this anyway with the effect of the Wolf, but at least I actually forced him to waste the effect on that. He went on its Leo, as you can see right there, but right here, Taggle on, as soon as he activated that, I was about to use the effect. He just surrendered because he can't do nothing. I mean, on Tagolon, you summon Azure, your monster becomes untargetable, so Leo can't do nothing. Next turn you can just attack, and you get to go. Also, even if he tries to negate with Roar, Azure can't be destroyed because of its own effect. Really good. So Blue Eyes is really the counter to Salamangreat. There you go. Last but not least, my boys, against Jack Atlas. Let's see what we have. I was testing, as you can see right there, the Melody Awakened Dragon, then I ended up not using it, unfortunately. So unfortunately for all of you that like that, so of course he's gonna go into his full synchro stuff, Resonator Call, and so on. And then the big boys, he actually ended up with the two boys and not the big one, the only big one. He has the Schoolmeister actually to negate an effect from the graveyard. So it's us to begin, the Melody to add a couple of guys to our hand. It can be a very actually nice card, only as an addition to Ancient Rules. So we have a White Dragon, because he actually ensured to have a big boy on the field. Then I popped one Dragon Mac to with the effect of the Stone of Legend, but I decided to use Schoolmeister. That's fine, instead of negating actually the other one. I have the other one? No, I do not. So it's got the Typhoon. That's fine, because now I have the Treacherous, so I'm in even better position. Stone in the end phase. Look at that. Blue Eyes White Dragon. So keep in mind, in this point, it actually counts as a very good back row. So it is a back row your opponent has to waste his Typhoon on. Keep in mind that it's got the effect with the Wild Wind. At this point, you already know what it's about to happen. He summons a couple of guys, Treacherous Trouble to say no thank you, and it just scoped. So guys, these were the duels. I hope you enjoyed that. That was all for today's videos. I hope you enjoyed this Blue Eyes updated version and the amazing play with Trishula 0. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.